Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cardsmiths. In my video last week, you saw me talk about this box of games, and I said I was going to get into it. So today's that day. There's 4 new games inside, so I'm just going to crack open this box, go through all 4, say a little bit about each of them, why I got them, and if I have any plans with them on the channel. The video, it's titled What's in the Box. I saw it from another YouTuber, Tragic Tabletop. He's done a bunch of these. They're fun videos. You don't know what new games there are before you get into them, so it's kind of a nice little surprise. So shout out to him. I'm borrowing the name, citing my sources, and that's where I got the idea from. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, here we are. Let's dive in. Got this shipment from boardgames.ca. Great local retailer in Canada. I believe they would ship to anywhere in Canada. They have some great prices on certain games, so definitely worth checking out. Seems like they've sealed this up pretty well. Kind of testing my strengths a little bit. So, here we are. This thing is jam-packed. Gonna get this invoice paper out of here. You don't need to see my personal information. First up, boom. The Lord of the Rings, the card game. It's the revised core set. I'm super excited about this because it actually just came out, at least in Canada or our area. So yeah, it just came out within, I think, kind of near the end of January, so it's very new. The game itself has a long history. The original core set came out in 2011, and yeah, it has a very long and successful history. There's been tons of expansions since then. It has a very big following. I'm on the Discord channel for the game. It still has a big following to this day, and I think this revised core set will really breathe a lot of new life and bring new players into the game. So it's a exciting time for the game. It doesn't contain any new products for experienced players who already own the original core set and expansions, but it's a great entry point for new players if this was a game you're interested in. So yeah, might be able to get an unboxing and some gameplay on the channel of this. We'll see, but something I'm excited about. Next up, let's see what we have next. Let's keep in the theme of revised core sets, and boom, it's the Arkham Horror revised core set. So Arkham Horror is an extremely popular game. I believe it's hovering in the low 20s in terms of Board Game Geek rankings of all board games. Not to say that those rankings are foolproof by any means. It's generally just games that are very popular and also have positive reviews, but those two things go kind of hand in hand. So yeah, the original core set came out in 2016 for this game, but you needed 2 of it to play. So, or not to play, you could play with 1, but to actually have be able to build like full decks and have access to a complete collection of core set cards, you needed 2. They've changed that, now you only need 1, which is awesome. It's a much better entry point for new players. You don't have a bunch of extra tokens and other things like that than if you buy 2. It's a better storage option, it's a better sized box. It's a lot deeper, which I like. And yeah, I actually own a couple of the original core sets for Arkham, but one of them's still in the shrink, the other one I've opened. I actually just plan on selling those now because I got an excellent price on this game from Mission Fun and Games. Got this for, I believe, like $50, so I could sell my other 2 for probably even more than that, actually make some money. So really happy to have this revised core set. I actually do have some big Arkham plans for the channel, so we'll see if I get around to that, but I have some ideas. Now, got a new board game here, so let's pull out the base game first. That is Terraforming Mars. Terraforming Mars is an amazing game. I've really fallen in love with it recently. I have a friend that owns it. I've been playing it, I don't know how many times so far, maybe around 8 or 9. But that's counting some of the digital plays as well, because I downloaded the Steam game. Yeah, I really fallen in love with this game. It's a game by Jacob Frixilius, published by Frix Games and Stronghold Games. And a little bit of background. So the premise is, the taming of the Red Planet has begun. corporations are competing to transform Mars into a habitable planet by spending vast resources and using innovative technology to raise the temperature, create a breathable atmosphere, and make oceans of water, all pretty essential things for life. So glad to see that's what they're trying to complete. As terraforming progresses, more and more people will immigrate from Earth to live on the Red Planet. So yeah, it's a game for 1 to 5 players. You can play this solo. Haven't done that, but I love this as a multiplayer board game. Honestly, to me, it's the perfect blend of theme and mechanics. They just blend together so well. It's a game that isn't too difficult to learn. It's kind of like an engine building game. And yeah, like I said, it's a game that isn't too difficult to learn, but it has a very high skill ceiling. So I really love that type of game design. It's not too hard to teach someone, but there's a ton of depth within the game to play it well. So it's another cool thing about the game is that as you're terraforming the planet, it's a little bit like it's a competitive game, but it almost kind of feels cooperative a bit in the one sense that you're all working together to terraform Mars. You're just working to do it more efficiently and better than the other players. So by the end of the game, you'll have a pretty terraformed planet, and that feels pretty satisfying to watch this barren wasteland be terraformed into a habitable place. So amazing theme, amazing mechanics. This is just an awesome game. And in fact, it's so awesome that I kind of dove all in here. I was like, you know what? I love this game so much. I'm going to get the deluxe box for the game. And the super cool thing about this is that, oh wow, it's actually a super fancy box. It's not even like advertisement on the back. It's just all art. Wow. Look at the depth of it too. So this is a hefty box. Got lots of nice art on it. And what this is going to come with, and I hope to do an unboxing of this, but it's going to come with a bunch of 3D printed tiles. So the one complaint that I have seen about Terraforming Mars is that it's an amazing game, but it doesn't aesthetically look so great. And I can't really argue with that. It kind of doesn't. So it really speaks volumes, actually, to how much I love this game, that it doesn't really, and I still have such a blast playing it. Actually, another thing to touch on that I didn't mention is that the game is very engaging. So it's a little bit of a longer game, but every time I played it, the time has just flown by because the turns are very fast. Like, you take 1 or 2 actions, and then it's right on to the next player. And you're always kind of thinking about what you're going to do on your next turn. And certain things other players do are going to affect you based on cards you have, so you're always very engaged in what's going on. But back to this, so this is going to have a ton of 3D printed tiles. It's got a lot of storage space for all the expansions so that you can fit everything into one box, which I really like. If I'm bringing this maybe to a friend's house or something, it's nice that I can just have everything in this one box. I don't have to worry about grabbing a bunch of different boxes, smaller ones, they're dropping on the ground, you know, so that's pain. So, yeah, a bunch of 3D printed tiles. I'm trying to remember what else comes in here. And sort of failing to do so. I think there's like deck boxes and stuff like that, but you know, maybe I'll just have to find out with you guys when we do an unboxing. So that's actually it. That's it for this video. That's 4 new games. I'm really excited about all of them, maybe most so about Terraforming Mars, because I could really just write a love letter to this game, honestly. But Arkham, I have big plans for on the channel. I want to do a gameplay series. I just want to acquire a certain investigator and then just run through some scenarios. So that's going to be a blast. If you made it to the end of this video, thanks so much for watching, as always. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. Love to see that number continue to tick up. It's really gratifying, and to everybody who's already subscribed, huge thanks to all of you guys. We really appreciate it here on the channel. So feel free to leave some comments below, like the video, and we'll see you guys next time.